Alright, what's up everybody? Chad here for a Modern Masters draft. This is a Swiss event, and uh, because it's my money I'm spending, and I want to get 3 rounds and possibly at least a pack or two, and possibly that would lead to drafting again. We got a really easy pick here in a dragon. The mythic dragons are awesome. If you didn't play them in uh, their original block, the Kamigawa block, they were really powerful. So yeah, we're going to snap this up. We're passing a Bone Splitter, which I like. Paradise Mantle's good, fixing. We might get this Pallid, what is it, Mycoderm back. If not, maybe an Ivory Giant or a Terramorphic Expanse, but this is awesome. It's a bomb, and it also keeps us in one color. I haven't, excuse me, I haven't drafted white yet. I've done black, green, and blue green, which I don't recommend blue green. It went horribly. Um, oh, and then we get past a Woodfall Primus. So can we make this happen? So obviously our neighbor just opened up something crazy. The foil's gone, so it might have been a foil mythic. So who knows? That's a lot of. If you're going to have something with a lot of mana requirements, it definitely is green. You want to be in green because you can get Kodoma's Reaches and things like that. I mean, we can take Meadowborn, or Meadowboon, sorry, which is fine. But I kind of like the idea of playing a Woodfall Primus as well. We have a lot of high end. We're not passing much green. We didn't pass much green in the first pick. So we might be able to get some green, Kodoma's Reaches and stuff like that in pack 2. But we're going to take a Woodfall Primus and just try to play a ramp deck here. You can't go wrong with 2 rares. I guess you can. But yeah, this should be pretty sweet. Now all we need is some Kodoma's Reaches and some 2-drops. You can go wrong with rares, by the way. Okay, so basically the pick for me is between Rift Sweeper and Amaru's Seekers. Both are 2-drops. This one can't be blocked, which might be good early game. It's not Shadow, so it can still block anything. But this is a 2-drop for 2, which I really like. I'm not sure of the pick here. I like the unblockable. I also like with all the suspend creatures that this can kind of get one sometimes. I think I want to try this. I've yet to draft this. I'm going to take this guy. As again, I want to cut green. I mean, we can always, I will splash this even though it's a double white. But so far, 2 strong green cards, and just a bomb of a mythic here. So, which was not mythic back in the day. It was a rare. Oh, okay. So we got a choice to make here. Executioner's Capsule is really good. Again, could be something we could splash. Wrathy Trapper is really good. There's another Amaru Seeker, so we got to decide what we're going to be. If we're going to be green-black, maybe splashing this Yosei. This is also a great card, gaining 10 life, and Windows updating. Nope, postpone for 4 hours. It's tough. I really like this removal. I think we're still quite open here. And again, we're not passing awesome green cards. I like Valid Shell Dweller, but we're going to take the removal. Just kind of see what happens. Okay, Flicker Wisp is a good card. Still a Spell Snare, but we're not blue, so someone's going to get a little gift. So, looks like we could be white-green, possibly, and then just splash this. It doesn't allow us to play it, or it doesn't allow us to do it the turn we play it. But other than that, I mean, I'm taking, if I'm going to play black, I'm taking something like this. Or a Terramorphic might be pretty decent, but Flicker Wisp is just powerful. 3/1 flyer that exiles something. Especially like if we play this on turn 2 and then they suspend something, we can taking Flicker Wisp. So yeah, we're going to take it. I mean, we're not passing much. This is decent 2-drop as well. I'd like to get that guy back. But yeah, and it also obviously works well with Woodfall Primus. So Flicker Wisp it is. It looks like we are going to play white green and possibly could splash this. What do we have here? This is the only card in our color here. I guess this is a card in our color, and it works very well with this. So enters the battlefield, yeah, and we can actually get some crazy stuff, and it also fits our curve. So we're gonna play this 2/3 flyer for 4 is decent. It's in our colors, and it has some cool stuff it can do with this maybe and Flicker Wisp to get this back. It also puts a higher priority on some artifacts now. Maybe if we could find some, you know, other stuff. So again, we're not seeing a lot of green. We're seeing some decent white. Not seeing a ton of green, but we're not passing a ton of green either. All right, that's good. Shrapnel Blast is good. Could we be white-red? I'd hate to lose out. Whoops. I hate to lose out on Woodfall Primus. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Shell Dweller here. That's a good pick. It's a good blocker. It stalls the board until we can get to one of our 2 beaters. I think this was just kind of, this pick here was, there's maybe a loaded pack, and whoever was taking black either didn't see it, was like the pack right in front of them, or there was better black cards. Ooh, man, foil spell snare. That's pretty sweet, man. It's hard not to take. I'm gonna restrain. We've got 2 more packs to open, although the spell snare foil is pretty tempting. I like this guy for a 3-drop, and he gets better later in the game, but I also like unblockable dudes. And I know for sure we're gonna play white. As much as I want to take this guy, I want to go ahead and snatch this guy up. Maybe we can get an equipment to go on him, or if we're lucky enough, open a sword, or get a bone splitter, or a Moldervine cloak. It'd be really cool. Okay, here's our original pack. As I thought, this did wheel. A decent 4-drop fits into our curve. I like Paradise Mantle a lot though too, as it helps us kind of fix. You can put it on a dude here. And there's Terramorphic also that lets us fix. 7 creatures already. We got 7 creatures. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Terramorphic, as we don't have really hardly any removal except for this and this. And I really want to be able to splash this in now that looks like we're going to be playing it. Okay, not going to play that. I guess we could play this guy. He comes back with this. He dies and brings this back. He dies and brings this back. So I'm going to try this guy out. So it looks like we're kind of white artifact. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have no arcane spells, although Kodoma's Reach is one that we might look at getting. Other than that, there's really nothing else. We're not going to play this. We're going to take this and hopefully use it on a Kodoma's Reach. And I would rather have a Thallid here than this guy, as we have no... Oh, cool. That card's pretty strong. All these cards are really strong for being except for Dragonstorm. I don't like that. But I want to... I don't think I want another Shell Dweller. I'm going to take this on the off chance that we open some... Oh my gosh, getting past a Spell Snare is pretty sweet. Okay, I will take that. I was going to say, just in case we don't play green, like we might play white-blue or something, still splashing this. I don't know. We'll see. Just because I didn't see a lot of the Penumbra spiders and things that you want to see in green, but we might actually see them this pack. So, but we actually just got a few blue cards that are playable. So, but hopefully we can stay in these colors: white, white-green. Divinity of the Pride, Flying Lifelink. That is a white card for sure. Hmm. And that's a lot of white. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, let's see here. This guy's really good. He's kind of, he kind of controls the board a little bit. We got Dirkwood Baloth. Murderous Redcap is really good. If we played black-white with Flicker Wisps and things, we got Flicker Wisp on a Redcap is decent. But man, I just don't think we can go that deep. I mean, we're definitely gonna play white. We kind of need to find out what our other color is gonna be here. I can't afford something that costs 5 white. I just can't do it. I mean, mono white with some artifacts, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to take it again. I want to leave myself as open as I can to maybe black. Okay, so we're not seeing anything in green come around. That's good. Do we have any giants? We do not have any giants. Well, he's still a 2/1 for 2. I like Moss Dog. I also like this guy. Tap 3 untap creature control tap. We can make dudes. I think we're gonna take this guy here. I don't see anything else that's. I mean, the Moss Dog. If we want to go black here, we do that, but we would take. Okay. I basically am taking white cards. Oh, there's a Kodoma's Reach. Okay, sweet. And a Penumbra Spider, unfortunately. Well. I think the Kodoma's Reach is really important here. It helps us fix, and it kind of solidifies playing green. Really, Woodfall Prime is, as it is removal. Well, non-creature removal, but still. Yeah, we're going to take the Kodoma's Reach here. Pact the Negation, isn't that worth something? Pact of our matters. Where's Pact? Foil Pact of Negation is 8, so it's about 4 tickets. If we don't take that, what is this? Do we have any rebels? No rebels. Oh, that's pretty good. Gosh, I really want to take this Pact of Negation. I could take Nantuko Shaman, Emerald Scout. Wait, is that a rebel? Oh, that is a rebel. Okay, okay. Okay, well, we opened a mythic, so we got some money, I guess. Yeah, we're going to take the scout here. 2-drop helps us get our seekers. Ooh. That's pretty good. A hill giant. But I really like this guy. He is pretty annoying to deal with. Although we would like some equipment too at some point. Basically, we're just trying to stall out until we can get here and really get some work in. Either this or this. I think the other one of these will wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy. Ooh, that's good. Okay, we got some picks here for sure. I like drag down a lot. I guess we could splash a couple black cards maybe. It kind of helps cast this. Gosh, it's so insane. But we could just straight up take this guy as he's a hill giant that I just took. But he also can get Flicker Wisp, put 1/1 counters on my dudes and my tokens or whatever. So yeah. Alright, another Chill Dweller here. Or an Echoing Truth is good. So good. So slow. Costs a lot. We have 1 5-drop, so not the worst. Yeah, we'll take it. I want to see what it does. How it works. Seems decent. Okay, Thallid Germinator's good. There's another Scout. Do we just want to get another one? Maybe pick up a couple more of these guys, put a bunch of counters on them. We didn't have seen a Trompe the Domains, which is really, really, really good. This is also good as it works with Sand Sower, but I think we just want, we really need some threes. 2-2 for 2. Yeah, we're gonna take another scout. Oh, sweet. I want this guy. I like this guy too. This guy's really good. And I've talked about taking him a couple of picks already, but I really like this guy as he's almost the same thing for less. And if you catch him later in the game, he draws you 2, which is really solid, and it helps kind of curve us out a little bit. Still don't know if we're playing this. That's going to be slightly hard to cast. Pretty sure we're splashing this, especially with a Kodoma's Reach now and a Terramorphic. And the possibility of being able to bring it back and whatnot. We may not run this guy, but we'll definitely run the 2/3 flyer. So I would like a little more fixing, a little more ramp, but what can you do? That's going to be sweet in my commander deck, full Kodama Reach. So far I'm happy with this. I mean, we started by opening this and getting past this, and we've worked it pretty well. I mean, we've got a lot of things that can do counters and whatnot. Here I like the Moss Dog. I also like Croson Grip. I also like that guy. It's a low drop, and we have a giant now. I do like Moss Dog though. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Moss Dog here. I think that one was just a pick 'em. Now I wish I would have taken the other one because now I could make something a giant. So the pride. I think that's better than it looks. I want to take it. I mean, doing everything 2/2 at instant speed is pretty strong and might actually get played. I mean, we have 21 play. Well, let me see. Yeah, if we play all this, we have 21 playables. So we still need a few playables. I'd like to not play this. Possibly not play that. If it was coming to the battle or enters the battlefield, I would, because Flicker Wisp. But yeah, okay. So what do we got here? Nothing we're gonna play. Let's get rid of that. Oh. Probably not gonna. Probably not gonna play this either. Let's take a Raven's Crime. Why not? Oh, and we do have Kodoma's Reach now, so this is somewhat playable. Nope, no one's getting a full Death Denied. I'm trying to see if we have any other arcane spells. This, I mean, Kodoma's Reach alone is worth having that. You know, it can chump block something and then, you know, sack it in response to get some fixing back into your hand from your graveyard. So we look a little control-ish, like we have some big dudes, you know, some guys that we just want to like gum the ground up with here. I've got some tappers. And we just want to get to our, you know, this guy, maybe he dies, and then we stir the pride or something with what's left on the board. When our opponent has a tap 5 permanents, and they skip their next untap phase, that's pretty strong. Do I have any way to sacrifice this? If I needed to, no, I guess I could destroy it, but I don't think you want to do that. All right, pack 3. Well, there's a sweet looking lightning helix. Bound in Silence is probably the pick. As much as I love this card is so good. We need removal, and it fits perfectly in our curve. I don't think. Let me mark this. This is worth anything. Giora. How do you spell it? Jhoi. Jhoi. The world. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna take Bound in Silence. It's a good card. Hopefully hopefully if we see some good, we'll probably still see some good white because again we didn't pass a lot of good white. Anything that was like a bomb or something we felt fit really good in our deck. Last pack we kept. So um, yeah, I'm cool with this deck so far. 22 playables, including the Executioner's caps. Ooh, and we get past the Trompe the Domains. That, I mean, along with another Bound in Silence and a Moldervine Cloak, unfortunately. Trompe the Domains is so freaking good, man. And we're going to splash a third color. Oof. Whew, but Moldervine Cloak is good too. But this is uncommon. This is common too. We might see another Bound in Silence, hopefully. Ugh, I hate passing that, but we're going to take Trompe the Domains here. That card is just strong, man. That card wins games. So I guess I would be totally happy running this just as is. Not a lot of removal. Again, Woodfall Primus is somewhat removal. Where's our dude here? I guess I didn't pick him up. I thought I picked up the guy who makes something -2, -0, but maybe I didn't. But we got this guy to kind of tap something down. We got this. Ooh, combo time with that. And another Trompe the Domains? You've got to be kidding me. How does this card get passed? This guy's pretty psychic it gets. Test of Faith is pretty good too. Man, do we just take another Trompe the Domains? That seems a little loose. We get a Thallid. I mean, what else are we taking? Okay, so for not take a Trompe, we're going to take this guy, which basically gets back one thing. We get this guy who makes tokens for the Trompe that we have. Man, I think we just take another one. I know that seems really bad, but man. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. If not for nothing else, it's foil. Okay, that guy's good, but this guy is gooder. So we're gonna take a 5/5 for 4. Probably not gonna see another Bound in Silence, unfortunately. We took a Trompe the Domains over it, which if I would known I was getting past a foil one, I would have gladly taken the Bound in Silence. So we got 25 playables. If we don't play this, we got 24, 16 land with a Terramorphic Annika Doma's Reach. I would run that. Well, and also we got 2 Trompes, which we probably don't want to play. We'll play this for sure. I mean, you get a couple tokens out, and you know this thing becomes really, really strong. And you followed up turn 6 with this. Not a lot here. Our curve is really like this guy. Each creature you control at the fungus weapon. Yeah, I kind of like Thallid here. We might see another Thallid though. Oh, this is really tough. What's this guy upgrade? This guy upgrades. Well, if we don't play Divinity of the Pride, then this guy would be pretty decent in the 4-drop. I do want to pick up a Thallid at some point, I think. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy. I passed a bunch of them. The format so far, I've only done 2 drafts, but it seems slow. It seems a lot slower, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, so do we have any giants besides the one? We have a giant scout. What does that guy say? Spirit avatar. Another giants. We are all this. So that guy's basically a 2/1. I don't want another moss dog. I'm not gonna play anything. Tribal Flames is pretty gross. I don't think I'm gonna play this guy. I mean, I guess he's an upgrade over maybe Mirror Retriever if we don't play Mirror Retriever. So yeah, we'll take him. I mean, he's a 2/1, whatever. I mean, if the off chance that we get, you know, our giant out. Or maybe we pick up a ruined stalactite or whatever it's called. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? People do not respect this card. I mean, the card is just ridiculous. And we're not taking a third one, though. We're going to take Saltfield Recluse here. As it's really good. It's kind of a control card. Kind of a removal spell in a sense. But yeah, it fits our curve. Tromp the Domains. You should never see 3 Tromp the Domains. This card is splashable. Like, you could just straight up splash this card. Someone's going to get one late and freak out and be mad at me for passing it, not knowing I have 2, including a foil one. We could also not play Stir the Pride. Ooh, well, I like this. This is good. This guy's an upgrade to this guy. And all other creatures just get better. Again, just makes this guy better, just makes everything better. We're not going to play this. I mean, we already got one, and we only got one thing it's going to grab anyway. So yeah, this is great. That's a great pickup. So we're going to hide this guy. We got the Terramorphic. Probably not playing Divinity of the Pride, unfortunately. So here's our original pack. Yeah, that wheeled. This is kind of cool, but this is also a full spell stutter sprite, which might be worth something to some pauper players, and I don't think we're going to play this. So I'm just going to take this, man. That might be some money, I don't know. A couple tickets. What are we not going to play? Gosh, this is going to be a tough build. There's so many I want to play. The 5 drops a little... We probably want to play 1 Tromp. So I think we can hide this and it'll keep the foil. Well, yeah, sweet. That's pretty good. That helps with this guy. Are we playing anything else? Yeah, we'll take it. We might play it. Basically fuels this. Again, with the Tromp the Domains, you do want to have just dudes, so... This guy is 4/4 unblockable, if that's the case. Maybe, you know, we probably just run one of the scouts. I like the basic land cycling. I doubt we're going to play, because basically it's a 2-drop. This is a good trick. I think I'm going to take this. I was going to take the other spell stutter, but that's just loose. I've seen some people do some stupid stuff with that, so I'm going to get rid of the mill deck. I give them a late gift. Yep. I'm the mill deck. Okay, so this deck's going to be pretty sweet. We'll have to cut some things. And what I've noticed, especially in the Swiss queues, is I usually end up with tons of playables. Like, I usually end up with way more playables than I need, which is always good. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's put in the for sure's. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, this guy's a rebel too? Oh, okay, that makes a difference with this guy. Maybe. Maybe. I like this guy better for drop. Yep. Yep. Actually, this guy's a maybe. This guy's a maybe. This guy's a definite. This guy's almost positive. Almost positive on him. Like that. This is a maybe. That's a maybe as well. That is a definite, but the full version. Okay, so right here we have 21 cards. So we got 21 cards here. Ooh, pretty nice curve. Yeah, the reason I put 2 in here is because we have 2, what you call it, 2 rebels to get, and both of them are really good. And it thins our deck out, and it puts them into play. That's the ridiculous part, is that you read this and you think it to their hand. It puts it on the battlefield. Okay, so 1 Tromp should be fine. So we've got Echoing Courage, which is a strong pick. We've got Incremental Growth, which I also like. This guy can come in actually. This guy's a great sideboard card. I like the Meadow Boon better. There's still four. It's 4/4s for 3. And then also on the off chance that I can only evoke it, it's still great. Um, you know, put a 1/1 counter on each creature is super good. But then against the red deck, we might, bring this in. This is good, but it's just I think it's a little slow, even though we are control. I mean, it really helps fuel Sandsower, but we already got 17 creatures, so this is probably the worst 2-drop. This guy's also good as it does make tokens, but I kind of like having a second trick here. And actually, we don't have any 5-drops. I kind of like having a second trick here that's similar to Trompe the Domains. It also gives us a bunch of. It's also something we can choose. So, if it helps us to block and then just play this. I would love to play this as a 5-drop. I just don't think I can do it. So we play this as a 5 and kind of curve out a little bit. I don't think there's a. I mean, the only other 2-drop I'd play is this one. But I like our 2-drops here. I like this. It might be a little weak. It's probably one of our weakest cards, but I just like the fact that it gets in the way. It can wear counters if it stays around that long. It can get Kodoma's reach. It can get in the way of something big. So say anything that's come into the battlefield effects. That's good as a trick. I might consider that. I don't know if that's better than Stir the Pride. Again, we're just trying to survive, trying to get some damage in until we can get to some big dudes. We'll see. We might we've got 2 Amaru scouts that this would help, and also all of our Thalids tokens. Don't have any other doubles though. Trying to see if there's anything else. That guy's just he's not the greatest. So basically, a Terramorphic, a land, and a swamp. Color. Suggest 7/7 A. See what stats say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see 7/7. I usually like to, even though I'm a little bit lighter green, I like to go heavier. But the fact that I am lighter, we do have a triple green, which is something to consider. And only having 7, 8 green sources is pretty scary. You can't really count this as a green source. I guess you can. You need one you need a green source to make it a green source. So I usually tend not to count this as a green. I count this as a white and a black source. So that means we've got 1, 2, 3 black sources for 1 black splash. Our guys are really big, but I just see it just hanging out in our hand. I mean, if I'm going to take a card like this, I'll probably have to take out a Woodfall Primus or something, because the white requirement's going to be so ridiculous. Okay, let's look at this. It's not by color. Mana cost. I like this. This deck could go places, I think. Against faster decks, again, we might take off Stir the Pride and Incremental Growth and put in Echoing Courage and another Hill Giant. But again, we just want to kind of, our win conditions are kind of like this guy, and then these 2 creatures as something. The fact that alone that maybe he doesn't hit anything, I mean, he might might just hit a land. The fact that he's a 6/6 trample that comes back is just really, really strong, and this guy's got great upside. Both of these things dying is like basically good for us. So I think this is good. I mean, Sandsower is a little, I mean, whatever, but we've got token makers and or a token maker and 17 creatures. So yep, we can roll with this. So we're gonna submit this and see you in round 1.